The Hugh Everett quantum theory, also known as the many worlds interpretation, MWI, of quantum mechanics, is one of physics' most fascinating and mind-bending ideas. Proposed by Hugh Everett III in 1957, it offers a radical solution to the measurement problem in quantum physics. The strange phenomenon where particles exist in multiple states, a superposition, until they are observed. At this point, they collapse into a single outcome. Instead of accepting this collapse as a mysterious or arbitrary event, Everett suggested that all possible outcomes occur, but in separate, branching realities. That means every quantum event causes the universe to split into parallel worlds, one for each possible result. For example, if you flip a quantum coin, in one universe it lands heads, in another it lands tails, and both versions of you continue existing in those branches, unaware of each other. This interpretation doesn't require wave function collapse. The math of quantum mechanics continues smoothly, and every possible version of reality continues existing in a vast, constantly branching multiverse. These parallel universes don't interact, which is why we never notice them. But the implication is staggering. There could be universes where you made different choices, lived a different life, or where Earth never formed at all. MWI removes the need for randomness or observation-based outcomes. Everything that can happen does happen somewhere. Though elegant mathematically, the theory is hard to test directly, which is why it's still controversial. Some physicists love it for preserving determinism, while others criticize it for being untestable or philosophically extravagant. Still, if Everett was right, reality is far more vast and complex than we ever imagined. Every decision, every quantum event, every possibility spawns a new universe, making our reality not a single thread, but an infinite, ever-branching tree of timelines. In this view, you're not just you. You're an entire spectrum of selves living out every possibility, endlessly and eternally. Deeper into Hugh Everett's many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, beyond just the basic description to its profound implications about reality, identity, and the universe itself. Quantum mechanics tells us that particles like electrons or photons don't have definite positions, speeds, or even identities until they are measured. Instead, they exist in a superposition, a blurry state where they are many possibilities at once. Traditionally, when we observe them, the wave function collapses and one outcome becomes real. But Everett challenged this notion. He proposed that the wave function never collapses. Instead, when a quantum event occurs, like an atom decaying or a photon being detected, the universe itself splits, and every possible outcome becomes real in its own separate, equally valid world. In other words, the entire universe is constantly branching, creating a vast multiverse where every possibility is realized. This means that right now, as you read this, there are countless versions of you, some reading a different sentence, some looking away, some never even born, all coexisting in parallel realities. Every decision you make, no matter how small, creates a divergence. When you choose tea over coffee, in another universe, you chose coffee. But this isn't just science fiction. It's a direct consequence of applying the quantum equations without adding the arbitrary rule of wave function collapse. Everett's theory is a pure, unbroken application of quantum math. The implications are staggering. First, it eliminates randomness in observers as special. The universe evolves deterministically. It's just that every possible version of it happens. You, as a conscious observer, are not collapsing the wave function. You're simply riding along one branch of the great quantum tree. Second, it challenges our sense of self. Who are you if there are infinite versions of you branching off every nanosecond? Are you just one thread of consciousness, or are all those versions also you in some deeper, higher dimensional sense? MWI also pushes the boundaries of what reality means. If all versions of events are real, where you lived, died, succeeded, failed, loved, lost, then reality isn't one world, but an infinite ensemble. It's not that these worlds are metaphorical. Everett meant them literally. They are just as real as the one you experience now, though you cannot access them. This touches deep philosophical questions. Is this universe special? Do your choices still matter if all outcomes happen? And perhaps most hauntingly, is death just the end of this branch, while you continue existing elsewhere indefinitely? Ultimately, Everett's theory is not just a new way of doing physics. It's a radically different ontology, a vision of a universe without collapse, without randomness, and without a single privileged reality. A universe that is not just big, but infinitely branching, timeless, and eternally rich with every possibility. Whether or not we can ever prove MWI, its depth forces us to rethink not only the laws of physics, but the very meaning of existence.